Thank you, Julie. Good afternoon. Each fall as the school year begins, hundreds of brand new sixth graders wake up on that first day of school and wonder what life is going to be like now that they're in middle school. Will I like my teachers? Will I find all my classes? What if I have to go to the bathroom? Am I ready for math class? Did I remember to do my summer reading project? And most importantly, how does the lunch line work? Last fall, however, small groups of brand new sixth graders at Odle and Highland middle schools woke up on that first morning of school and thought, I love middle school. I already like some of my teachers. I already know where all my classes are. I know where the bathrooms are. I'm ready for math because I've been studying, and I'm ready for my reading quiz on my summer reading project. And most importantly, I know how the lunch line works. Let's go to school. Why? Because of the generosity of the Bellevue Schools Foundation. Last summer, Odle and Highland developed and implemented Starting Strong programs based on already existing programs at Interlake and Sammamish High Schools. The basic idea of Starting Strong can be summarized in a few simple questions. What would happen if we took our lowest performing incoming sixth graders and gave them an extra week of instruction in math and reading? What if we also helped them with their organizational skills and study skills? What if we familiarized them with the logistics of middle school so that on day one, they're leaders, not lost souls? Most importantly, what if we use that week together to build relationships with these students so that each and every one of them knew that someone at their middle school cared about them before the school year even began? This past summer, Starting Strong at Odle took place during the week of August 16 to 20 from 8 a.m. to noon daily. We chose that week so that it would give our sixth graders another full week before the school year began, a sort of last hurrah of summer for these 11-year-olds. Each day started with a group activity designed to get them to make friends and see all of the adults at Odle as people who cared about them and who were part of their community. One morning, we even started with Odle's own version of the television show, The Amazing Race. The 45 Starting Strong students were then divided into 3 groups of 15 students each for their first class. Students had 3 classes daily: math, reading, and a combination of science and social studies. They rotated throughout the morning so that everyone had all 3 classes before they went home. After their first class, students got a short break and a snack. We figured they were in school in the summer and didn't get to sleep in, so they at least deserved a snack. After this short break, students rotated to their second class and then on to the library for whole group study skills sessions taught by Jacqueline McKenzie, my assistant principal, and me. We taught these classes ourselves so that our Starting Strong kids would see us as more than administrators and disciplinarians, but as friendly faces and resources. Each student received small group instruction in math, science, and social studies and reading with dedicated Odle teachers who lived by the mantra, if we teach them nothing else this week, we will teach them that we care about them. Let me say that again. If we teach them nothing else this week, we will teach them that we care about them. I can't overemphasize the power of those relationships to these kids. Finally, after all the studying was done, students learned to navigate the single scariest part of middle school, the lunch line. On the final Friday of Starting Strong Week, we invited all the parents of all our kids for a special educational program, followed by a celebration lunch with all their sons and daughters. It was a fantastic event with smiles and laughter resounding throughout the Odle cafeteria. But in these days of tight budgets and limited resources, smiles and laughter aren't enough. I'm sure you're wondering, did Starting Strong make a difference for our kids? Did they, in fact, start first quarter at Odle stronger than they would have otherwise? To answer this question, we compared the first quarter grades of our Starting Strong students to a very similar group who did not get Starting Strong the year before. The average GPA of those students was 2.05. At the end of first quarter, the average GPA of our Starting Strong students was 2.65. That's a tremendous improvement in their academic performance. In closing, I want to give my sincere thanks and appreciation to the Bellevue Schools Foundation. The foundation believed in us and believed in our students. Because of your faith, your wisdom, and your generosity, students at Odle and Highland, who might have otherwise been overwhelmed by middle school, instead learned that they had untapped skills, that they had overlooked talents, and that teachers and administrators truly, deeply cared about them. Starting strong? Indeed. Thank you very much.